I.S.U.P.K.
And you know what's heavy about the Chinese getting that bill passed in 5 weeks? How did they get that bill passed in 5 weeks? They did not get that bill passed in 5 weeks by trying to join America. They didn't start saying we got to fight in their military. They didn't say we got to join their economy. They didn't say we got to build their business or nothing. All they did was stick together. And by them sticking together and separating from this place, they got an anti-Chinese bill passed. For 500 years, we've been trying to fit in their place. How many blacks and Hispanics died in the military? How many of them joined their police force? Lock you up with stop and frisk? How many of y'all sell their drugs? How many of y'all join their Planned Parenthood and abort your babies? Kill your babies, murder your babies, do all of that in the name of civil rights and integration. You gave up your education. You gave up your college. You gave up your health. You gave up everything. And where was your bill at? Where was the reward for that? Where was your power? Martin Luther King was the worst thing to ever hit this place. Because why? Because he taught us to turn the other cheek. He taught us to be nonviolent. And even in being nonviolent, the most violent man on the face of the planet killed that nigga. So that's how you know you can't even seek to have peace with this devil. You can't seek to get along with them. The Chinese didn't do that. Where's the Chinese governor at? Where's the Chinese mayor? Where's the Chinese mayor running for president of the United States? But they got a bill passed in 5 weeks. You got Zephaniah 2 and 1? Read that, please.
This is Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourself together. Ye gather yourself, O nation not desired.
That's every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. You're the nation not desired. Black people don't even want to be black. You want to call, what they had the ADOS movement like 2 years, do they still do the ADOS movement?
God.
They still call themselves African descendants of slaves.
God.
They still call themselves. You know why you're saying that? Because you're even separating yourself from the Africans to join white people. That's why you call it the ADOS movement. Because you don't even want to be African. Then you got those that want to be African American. How can you be two continents? I just want to know that. Now, if you African American, you know you got North American, you got South American. Which American you from? Which country in Brazil, which country in South America are you from? Don't get me started on Africa. Africa got 50 countries in Africa with subsidiaries in those countries. So how are you African American? You Christian, you Muslim, you Methodist, atheist, Jehovah's Witness, Episcopalian, 5% of anything except being a tribe of Judah or Israelite. Anything except being an Ephraimite or a Puerto Rican. Anything except being a Dominican or a Haitian. For all the love we talk about, how many of y'all sent clothing or food to Haiti? They just had an earthquake. They over there starving. Those our brothers. You know who won't accept Haiti as their brothers? The African continent. The African Union would not let Haiti join the Africans. But Haitians think they Africans too. Haitians think they don't want to be the Levites. They don't want to be part of the Bible either. We're the nation. It said, read that again,
Gather yourself together. Gather together, O nation not desired.
Because we're not desired, and we want to join everybody else because we don't even want to be ourselves. When all it takes is for us to gather. Just think about in what we do, joining other people's countries. We join the white man's military, they kill and win everything on the face of the planet. They made a movie, not the Tuskegee Airmen movie. They made a movie about the black bombers. And in that movie about the black bombers, they were successful with every raid that they did in World War II, I believe. Not one ship crashed, not one plane crashed while they was the ones flying it. What reward did black people get for it? Nothing. The Native Indians built these skyscrapers y'all see because they weren't scared of heights. They built all these skyscrapers and stuff that you see. What did they get for it? Nothing. Y'all see Central Park down the street? You know in Central Park they had a section of Central Park called Seneca Village. That was for black people. Black people wasn't bothering white people at all. And the white man wanted to expand Central Park. And you know who he killed to expand, or you know what he destroyed to expand Central Park? Seneca Village. Same thing with Black Wall Street. What they call it in Detroit? What was the city in Detroit? Paradise? I think in Detroit they call it Paradise. In Atlanta, you had Rosewood. So what did we gain from joining this nation? But we have made this nation get rich. You had the Negro Leagues. You know how they destroyed the Negro Leagues? With integration.
Right.
The damn owner of the Yankees at the time said, we're going to destroy the Negro League using integration. And when we take their best players, and they get angry about us taking their best players, we're going to say, well, y'all want to integrate. Why do y'all have a problem if we take Jackie Robinson if we're going to integrate? But they took your Jackie Robinson, your Satchel Paige, your Josh Gibson. They took your best, and the Negro League is null and void now.
Right.
The best you could do is wear a retro Negro League jersey that the Negro League don't even get the money for.
And my brother,
Right.
integration destroyed the black community.
Say that again, brother.
Integration destroyed the black community.
And let me tell you something. What he said is the final death blow to the black community. I bring this out every single week. During segregation, you had lynchings, you had Jim Crow, where they was locking you up for crimes that you didn't commit. But you know what you didn't have? You didn't have the drug epidemic. You didn't have Planned Parenthood. You didn't have all these white stores in your neighborhoods. You didn't have a white principal. You didn't have white teachers in your schools. You had black teachers. You had black businesses. You had a family structure where you can go outside, and as we all outside, we would all know each other. You know why we would all know each other? Because we was a village. We was a village of connected blacks and Hispanics that all knew each other, and we knew all we had was us. And we built our cities up. And then you had rich black people that wanted to join this so-called white man, and we have never been great, ever. And we never will be great if we don't gather ourselves. Give me Job 36 and 10. We'll never be great if we don't gather ourselves together. And it's all right that they call y'all a nigga. That's all right. As a nigga, you built the greatest country on the face of the planet. That's right. As a nigga, you created the vaccine. Right. As a nigga, the first rich black woman was rich woman was a black woman. Right. We've created, who designed Washington, D.C. as a nigga? A black man designed it. Right. We did so much as niggas. Don't be ashamed of being a nigga. Just know that niggas can rise up from out the dust and build the greatest nation that you could ever see.
I'm not letting nobody tell you crap. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, sold packs. I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues. Call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?